We are wrestling with the great philosophic questions of the day today, boys, which is, would you let your dog take a DUI for you? I'll hang up and listen to your answer off the air. Because a guy in Colorado tried to do that. Guy in Colorado tried to switch seats with his dog while being pulled over for a Dewey.
Where in Colorado?
Of course, didn't work. Springfield.
Okay. Not Alt.
Smart move, right?
Why does it matter, Butchie? Yeah, fall guy. Not a fall dog, though. Your dog is your
man's best friend.
Man's best friend.
No better way to be a best friend than be a fall guy.
Zabe, it does matter, though. It does matter. Because I think in the city of Alt, you might be able to get away with it. Like, yeah, I really do. Driving through it, I said, hey, you like, so it does matter. Like, never, why even try that? You're not getting away with that.
Alt does have a police department, but you know that, right?
I know. I saw it. It almost got me speeding. It was a one. I'm not kidding, dude. You know, those old school where he's like hiding behind the billboard, but the billboard's like 2 sticks.
Right. Like
and
the
all
guy,
of a sudden, like he's trying to hide. No, that's what it was.
It's like the guy that pulled over Zach and AC and Saved by the Bell wedding in Las Vegas. Oh, you guys didn't see that?
Missed that one.
No one saw that. Hey, before we get too far into the conversation, just want to let everyone know that you can watch 5 Wide on 97.3 The Game's Facebook page, at The Game MKE on Twitter, and now on 97.3 The Game's YouTube page as well. Make sure to like and subscribe, smash that follow button, etc.
I love
YouTube right now.
How do they watch on all 3 at once? That's interesting.
Well, 3 different
devices.
3 screens.
Oh, okay.
You know,
3 devices.
Phone, laptop, tablet.
And have us on your radio.
Bang, boom.
If you want to turn it down, turn it down.
Do
If you need
everything
to.
all at once.
Well,
Making
yeah,
sense.
but the thing is, you can't, the radio will be way ahead of all
No,
the
turn
YouTube
it
stuff.
down. You don't have to have volume. Just have the radio on, so you know that thing goes out there, and you know.
But it won't sync up, though.
That's not. No, you have the volume down. You're not listening on the radio. You are, but you're listening on the. Never mind.
You're listening on the iPhone.
So we're not listening on the radio. Or
No.
we're getting credit if people have their meters and they're a metered listener.
I thought that's how. I thought that's how it works. I thought that's how it
I don't
works.
know.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
if
All
They
right.
also
Maybe
have the
I'd
iHeart app they can listen on if they're hitting one of those rare dead zones, you know,
Armen.
in our great state. Very
Yes,
rare,
Armen.
but
Yes.
Is our identifying inaudible signal also buried into the YouTube stream so we get credit if there is a
That I don't know.
metered Nielsen participant listening on YouTube? Yes or no?
That I don't know. I
Do you
couldn't
know
answer.
that that's how it works?
I don't.
Yes, that's how it works.
Oh, okay. Good.
They have a buried inaudible signal.
I knew that.
the meters pick up, and so therefore, if now here's what I don't
I thought
know.
it was only radio signal. That's why. Okay. Go ahead.
Here's what I don't know. I don't know if that inaudible signal still beams out to the meter if the volume is all the way to 0. Because we want credit, boys. We
That's
want
my whole
credit for every
point.
listener.
That was the joke. I was
That
trying to
was the
make.
joke that Armen was trying to make.
Let's just work, all right? Just work. We're good.
I tried.
right over the head there.
it's kind of like the portal.
No, it didn't go over my head, Josh. It didn't go over my head, Josh. What goes over your head is the details of how the rating system works in radio.
No, I completely
Get salty,
understand
get
that.
salty.
We've had a full
No,
3-hour conversation about how.
No, I listened to every word Armen says and understood what he said. What I was telling you is it's not certain that if your radio volume is at 0 that we're getting credit.
That's one of the
Where
hard
does
things
it
to do
have to
this
be?
summer.
Does it have to be at 2, 3,
I don't know.
I don't
4?
know.
That's
5?
that's one of the 100 things to do this summer is to figure that out and to get
find out the
salty.
rating system.
Get salty
Oh,
with
yeah,
each other.
Armen tries to change this topic. Armen doesn't like tension at all. He
No, I
tries
don't
to
mind
just right
tension.
away.
I just thought.
Yeah, the whole point is, just smash that follow button.
smash that follow button.
That was the
And
point.
which
Where
one
at
of the
again?
3 is the best?
Oh, yeah. Let us know.
one-
Watch
which
us
one
on
do we
all
wanna-
3, and then let us know which is the best.
Oh, goodness.
How are we going to monetize this YouTube stream?
Oh,
Can
we have a
sell
wonderful
ads to
sales
it?
team.
I know we do. They're working their ass off.
Right,
out
they're
there
gonna take
beating
care
the
of it.
streets, finding our wonderful clients. But I mean, the metrics on the YouTube stream, like what are they? How strong are they? What are the rates for them? Do we package them in there? Are they an add-on? Are they a standalone? Can we go
I'll
sell
say
the YouTube
this.
stream, Kuhn, on our own?
Let's go to
It's
Butch.
worked for
Put it on the
McAfee.
YouTube stream.
Right. McAfee did it. Why
It
can't
worked
we?
for McAfee, but that's one of many people. I just want everyone to know that. That being said, Zabe, do you like the move of McAfee going to ESPN, the podcast,
That's a good
the
question.
famous podcast that you said? Do you like that move? Professionally,
It's great for him, and it makes sense.
are you a fan of the 4-letter
It'll
network?
slow the show's roll, no matter what he says.
Yeah, I
That
agree.
Is by definition, he will
I don't
trim
know.
his sails.
I don't know. I don't know about that. He went to
Why?
Sirius, did not change, did not slow his roll, and
Sirius
Off
is
the
not
Sirius.
ESPN, Kuhn.
okay. but it was-
ESPN is the most controlling, micromanaging, super, just toe the line media platform out there. It's the biggest platform.
My point is still
That's-
this: if he has two choices, go there and let your roll get slowed, like you're saying, or go there, be himself, and ESPN goes, we tried it.
I watched with Billy.
McAfee's big enough now; he doesn't need to conform. He doesn't need to conform.
Oh,
Mm.
I don't know. Ooh.
We'll see about
So I
that.
watched his
He doesn't-
announcement.
Barstool didn't need to either. Look at Barstool; they sure have.
How'd
Hey,
they
good
conform?
news from our sorry. Damn it. Ah. Good news from our fearless leader. The embedded signal for credit does not have to do with volume.
I thought so.
So look at that.
I thought so.
So what
That's,
Armen said is
that was
right.
the whole
There you
thing
go.
with
There you go.
that.
So turn your radio on, but don't listen to it. Watch it on 7 different devices on 7 different avenues.
There you go.
So I was watching the announcement that McAfee had with Billy, and it was interesting because
What were you watching it on?
I think actually it was a clip on Twitter. But
Okay. I'm just trying to figure
actually,
out
no,
which-
that's a great point.
Okay.
But the thing was, he said that since they're going to be on TV now during the day, which they are on ESPN, he can't use one of the swear
F-word.
words.
You
Yeah,
can't use the F.
but I don't know if he was kidding or not because he kept
Did he
saying
say yes?
he said he made this reference that they negotiated. They
cable.
could say
The
anything
Jordan
but
doc.
that.
The
That they could
Jordan
say-
doc has kind of changed the way this thing the whole thing.
That was
works.
what he was saying. Although the Jordan doc aired also a clean version and a non-clean version. I don't know if you guys remember that. And I don't know if he was kidding. Then he would say, just kidding. We would never change anything. That was our first starter. But we are going to be on TV during the day in airports, so we can say everything but that word. And I'm like, so really you can't say anything. Really you are changing. So it was kind of unclear how this thing was going to work out. And then
Is not
It's,
saying the F word. Is that conforming? Is that really conforming?
It's changing.
It's-
It's changing the
changing,
show.
yeah.
it is a
Does
change.
does he need the F word to be a quality show?
That's a completely different question.
No.
That's,
No,
That's a
no, it's
completely
not.
different question. Yes,
No,
it
it's
is.
not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yeah, because
Yes.
if you change,
No,
it
because
doesn't mean that you're going to be a good show or not.
no. That's just mean you're making alterations. Doesn't mean you're conforming. You're
No,
conforming.
it absolutely does.
No, it
I don't.
doesn't.
I don't.
100%
Yeah.
does.
No, you're saying he needs the F word. He
That's
needs
part of
the
it.
F word
That's
to be
Part
his
of
show.
his gig.
That's
I don't
not
believe
what-
he needs that.
those
I
are
don't
two
believe he
different
needs
things.
the F word.
Needing and
Two
part of his
separate
gig
arguments.
are 2 different
No, I
Thank
things.
you,
don't think
Zabe.
it
Two
is.
separate arguments.
Well,
You
there's
can-
4
he can
people here that
conform-
agree with you.
He can conform and also not need that word to have a successful show. There are two different things.
Correct. But he is conforming right now by saying, okay, I won't do that. Like, someone's telling him you can't do that. Conforming, Armen, if you want to look it up, but conforming and say, okay, that's fine. Give me the $10 million a year. Sorry, Armen. I don't know the definition of
Yeah. Yeah, Armen. Look at that.
Thank you, Armen. I
Comply with
appreciate it.
rules, standards, or laws.
There you go. He's
Example
conforming.
The kitchen
That's
does not
the
conform
definition of it.
of a person to behave according to socially acceptable conventions or standards. Be similar. So you know what I mean.
So, John, do you agree now?
No, not at all.
Okay, so
'Cause
that's
okay.
fine.
Because
Thank you.
conforming
just read
is
what the
changing the
definition
show.
of
Conforming
conforming
is
is.
changing the show.
everyone answer.
Armen, can you read it again?
Can let everyone answer and give their point, and then we know stuff to talk over. Okay, John, why did you say you don't agree? Sorry,
I don't agree because I think Pat McAfee can go in there and do his exact same show. I think he's best when he does his exact same show, and I think he'll go in there.
Exact same.
I don't think
It's not the
ESPN will change or conform his show. I don't think they will do that. I think McAfee will go in there. He'll do his show, and if they like it, they'll keep it. If they don't, he'll go.
right. I mean,
That's the way it's going to work.
the
That's what happened with
content-
Sirius.
The
He had a
content
For
2-year
Butchie's
contract with Sirius,
response,
and
you
when it was
can
done, it
see
was gone.
Butchie's response on our YouTube page, and then
There-
go to our Twitter for
But-
Zave's reaction to Butchie's response.
So the content, the interviews, the way they form and structure their show, that can all be the same. But don't you think the way and they deliver it is a little bit different
Kuhn.
if they can't use any language they
One
want?
Correct.
F word. What one word? The F word.
I know, but
Armen, can you read the definition?
Will he stay
What is
S?
they've used it a
Will he
lot.
say S?
Will
Will
he
he
say
say the
S?
S bomb
He-
on? Will he say the S bomb on the
He
show?
implied that they were able to say that everything but the F word. I think he implied
Okay.
that. I don't know for
How
sure
about,
if he
how
was
about
kidding.
a-hole?
I would assume
Can
so.
he say that in
Oh.
its full glory?
And good.
Can he say bitch? He's a bitch. That falls outside of ESPN's preferred standards.
It's
Yeah,
all
that
it's all
sure
good
does.
until a suit gets nervous, right, Zabe? That's the whole point.
Yes.
It's all good
And
until
ESPN
one
is
suit doesn't
Disney.
like it because their kid was in the car and it bothered them, and they go and say, "Pat, come to our office." right? Now,
let's say,
that's
let's
watching
say
TV in the
Kuhn,
car.
But what about
let's say Kuhn today, McAfee was on ESPN and he absolutely made the rubble jump on the Becky Hammond story, which would be a controversial topic.
Would be
You have
very
a WNBA coach. What's that, Butch?
I say it would be very controversial. Exactly.
It'd be very controversial because
Does
what
Pat-
is
does
being
Pat get
alleged and
very
what she got
controversial?
suspended for. No, he
No,
doesn't, which is why I think he's going to be fine on ESPN because
yes.
his show already is light jocularity that doesn't go too hard on anything.
Right. Won't
That's
be
fine.
like the-
Shout out to
So-
Ryan who's watching on our YouTube.
won't be
page.
like the Barstool thing where it
Thank
totally,
you, man.
was a mess the first day. Remember that Barstool when they first had Barstool's show? What show
Van
was
Talk
it?
with
Van Talk.
TMT.
And it was one day and was
Big
gone.
Cat.
Right.
Mhm.
It was
Well-
literally one day.
Well,
They-
that had a
but
whole
it wasn't
different
anything they
reason why
said.
it went away.
I know.
It didn't
It
go away
wasn't
because
anything
of
he
Van
said.
Talk.
It was a female-led insurrection within the walls of Bristol that said, we don't like this company. We think that they are misogynistic. And their founder, Portnoy, said, dit, and it got brought up the chain and
Yes.
they go, yeah, we got to pull the
And
plug
McAfee
on it.
doesn't
pull
do
the
that
plug.
stuff. He really doesn't when you listen to his show.
No,
it's fun. It's football.
It's light jocularity.
Yes,
It's funny bro talk. He knows how to steer it. It's great for him. He has gone to the biggest platform in sports. It melds with his more important property, which is his presence on College Game Day. And McAfee is rolling right now. And I hope all his guys got pay raises or at least didn't take a pay cut. I was wondering to Josh, I'm like, so did he negotiate a better deal for his eighth guy on the show?
And I said, absolutely.
That's
he
his
had
whole
to.
thing.
Right.
That's his whole
he
deal.
sticks up for his boys.
Yes.
And yeah.
Not only that, from what I understand, and Billy's really well aware of this because he loves the show, all those guys now can have earpieces, where before they had to do a lot of production behind the scenes. He's got 14 guys on the payroll, 14. And
14.
14 guys are on the payroll. And the deal was now
That's how you run a YouTube channel.
ESPN now
We got Josh.
will
Hi.
They got 14.
ESPN
Josh,
Sames.
the man who does 14
Hey,
jobs.
I'm-
You're the new MVP,
Josh,
Josh.
you're great job.
I'm big enough to be two guys.
Oh boy. Anyway, the point was ESPN is going to produce it now. So those guys can be freed up to be earpieces of the show.
Oh,
As far
so
as I
wait.
understand.
And now the question-
eight guys are coming over, and the 6 guys behind the scene are cut.
Couple of
Is that
guys
it?
are leaving for their own thing, I believe, on this now. From what I was hearing yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah,
I don't
they're
know
like,
if
do you
he's
want to go
still
to
all.
ESPN, be part of the show? Nah, I got to go do my own
I don't
thing.
know if he's
They
gonna
got
have.
cut.
14, I'm just saying. I don't think he's gonna have 14 mics on the air, but I could be
Butchie,
wrong.
He won't.
Butchie,
And here's the
if
thing, Zabe, you
ESPN's
know this, and I know
producing
this.
it, it's a red flag.
Bingo. I'm just gonna say
Red
that.
flag.
Because there is no way the producers for ESPN, if you know the way TV works, the producers come to like. There's no way they're going to come with different topics that like. I'm telling you, it's a huge red flag. That's as soon as Armen, you told me
But
that ESPN was going to have the producers. The producers aren't the ones on air. They're not. And guess who's going to get the axe first? Not McAfee. It's the producers, and those producers know that exactly.
so Mike, you're right, but then I think the idea was that they're gonna technically produce it. The tech, the nuts and bolts, not
Oh, okay.
necessarily content produce it.
Not
So,
content.
but-
No,
but-
that's
but we
what's
don't-
saying his show.
We don't know. I mean, like this is what I'm understanding from what he's saying. Who
What
knows
if-
how things are gonna
what if-
change, right?
What if one day you hear some stupid ass topic like, should the Lakers rest their starters for game 5, which is what
Or-
Greeny
Yeah.
had to mount
Mhm.
as an argument in earnest the other day on ESPN. If you hear that on McAfee, now you know, Butchie,
Yeah.
that the pollution, the contamination of the ESPN numbskulls in management has contaminated the show.
Yeah, that or if the weather has affected the New York Knicks. Like that too, right? Those two takes would be okay. Yeah, McAfee, yeah, you sold out.
I'm not ready to say that until I see the show. Like if down
So
the road,
that was my question. Does him being on ESPN, if you didn't watch a show before, now are you going to? Now that it's on ESPN, are
Yes,
you going, all right,
yes.
now's
People
my
Potentially,
will.
yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
people will
potentially,
because
yes.
ESPN's on in airports
It's
and,
on
and
everywhere.
bars and everything.
Gyms, airports, bars.
So
and it's
so you'll
easy to
watch it
flip
if it's
to.
on, but you're not gonna will you go out of your way?
I never watched it on YouTube.
Doesn't matter.
I always listen
I'm
to
just
it on
asking the question.
Sirius. I will
Oh, okay.
watch it here because ESPN's on my television. I will watch it here. I listen to Sirius, so it was on my radio for 2 years. And then Mad Dog said, doesn't mesh with what we're doing here.
I'll listen to
Yes.
the I Heard Radio.
Mad Dog did not like it.
me
Why?
too.
Because it was
Good call.
his
ribald?
listeners didn't like the profanity.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Interesting.
Like, can AJ still smoke cigars on air? I'm assuming he can do all that. But I mean, you never know when you're changing up things.
Man,
They're not going to have to move to Connecticut, are they?
No,
Absolutely
They're
not.
doing
Okay.
that straight out of Indy.
They still got their place in Indiana. It's an old church, right? Or something that they rebuilt to be a studio. Think so? I don't know.
I hear that Spinfire Pizza there is gonna, or no,
Stonefire.
what's the
Close.
pizza place? Stonefire.
Oh, Stonefire's gone now, right?
Yeah, closed yesterday.
Armen,
Sad.
can you weigh in on that one? What happened there?
I don't know. I like Stonefire.
Yeah, what happened?
I don't know the business ends of it. You know, like
Mr. Milwaukee.
yeah, it's a good pizza. It was
Yeah,
a good
that is
pizza.
you. How many
Who's
times have you
that
been to
added?
Stonefire?
Is that on?
Food
Is that
cost.
number 56 on our list? of
Yes.
must
Can we get an
eat?
update on the 55 things? Are we at a Stonewall 55, or is there still more leg room there?
There's 55
There's
that are
other
in
pizza
there, but
places.
we got to get 45 more. I mean,
There's other
Watch,
local
to
watch Major
tell you
League.
to tell you the truth, I really thought this
Summer
list
catch.
is what we were going to spend the whole 5 wide talk.
I know, me too. I was so
Well,
excited. I
me
had my
too.
whole list ready.
Well,
and
there's
everything.
always tomorrow, Armin. Summer doesn't start tomorrow.
Yeah, we got
I
a week.
still enjoyed the conversation today. I thought it was good.
We did have good coverage. You know, I always make that claim like that we could still have great conversation if we had 2 hours to do this, not just 15, 20 minutes. So it's all good. But yeah, Stonefire Pizza. But there's other great pizza places. Why not go down to Canal Street and go to Palermo's pizza spot with the big pizza oven? We went down there once.
That's
That
what
was
you
a-
should.
That was
56
awesome.
should be take a tour of Palermo. That should be.
That is quite a facility down there.
Is
Sure.
there a beer tour on that? Is there a
Oh, there's
beer
got to be a
tour?
brewery tour.
How about do all 3 in one, do all 4 in one day? Miller Lakefront, it was Sprecher when I was in college, and then
It's
you had to
Sprecher.
drive to Chippewa Falls and do the Liney's tour. That was the whole goal. We had guys mapping that out in college, trying to figure out how they'd do it.
Wow.
How
Just say we
how hard would Pat McAfee go in on Patrick Mahomes for creating a monster in his brother, who made news again yesterday because of the release of the police affidavit? That's the question.
I'm sure they've talked about it. I don't know exactly. I don't watch it every day to know.
They make it ha ha he he, which is great. That's the way you address it, being NFL brethren like that. Don't need to go hard on
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes. It's not him. It's his brother.
No,
Call
they
him a
should.
goofball.
Right. They're not
No,
outside the
I
lines.
I think Patrick Mahomes needs to take some serious heat for this. He created a monster who is now sexually assaulted a restaurant owner because he thinks he's entitled.
so
Did
this
you
is
read the
Patrick's fault?
police affidavit on this, Kuhn?
That's Patrick's fault. He should take some heat on this.
Yes. Yes,
How
he
so?
let him bask in the reflected glow of his athletic career, unlike any
don't-
other pro athlete has done, and the guy turned into a complete monster.
You don't know what he said to him. You don't know if he's told him, "Hey,
Correct.
man, the TikToks they're over the top. You need to cut that out. It's embarrassing." And his brother's like,
Whatever he said
"Nah,
to
man."
Jackson Mahomes, it didn't take.
That's a
Because
tough
as
one for me.
recently
and
as-
it's his family. Like
It's a tough one for
mean,
me.
Goodness gracious.
The only thing that I thought about this with Kuhn, though, is he hasn't been asked about his brother yet, right? In regards to the TikTok videos, or obviously not these allegations, but in
It's
anything, has any reporter at any point been like, "Hey, Patrick, I know you're getting ready for the season. I know you just won the Super Bowl, whatever. Can we talk about your brother for a second?" I don't remember seeing a single clip.
Well, and we don't know local, right? I have a feeling that local might have tried to do something.
Maybe
That's
Pat
true.
McAfee will.
They got into Jordan about his gambling and all that stuff. Maybe I don't know. It's a tough one. It's totally different.
Safe to
but-
say Jackson Mahomes will no longer be on sidelines in the NFL. Doing
No,
TikTok,
he
yeah.
will. He will.
Really?
I bet he will. I'll bet you
He
see
might
him
go
at
to
games.
jail.
Well, if he doesn't go to jail,
Have you seen the video of this sexual
Yeah.
assault?
Yes.
Not
Cool.
great.
it's pretty nasty. Yeah.
Yes.
All righty. How about that Wembayana, huh? When will Pop retire now? Never, right? He's
Never.
like, sweet. I'm in now.
He's going to be a monster.
How about the win by the Brewers? Best win of the year.
Huge. 18-1, no meta. Not anymore.
How about Butchie sitting there watching 34, 21, and 14, which is a video game set to easy, happen in front of your face, knowing that you left that guy off of your MVP ballot, and your excuse was, "Oh, I thought it was a first team ballot," which doesn't make it any better.
And
How
that
about
guy-
them apples?
And that guy could be Bucks coach.
34,
How about that part?
21,
Yeah, is that fine?
and 14.
And it's
On
And then he
just
missed
another
a
day
free
for
throw.
him.
On
Missed a free
70%
throw to
shooting.
save Kuhn's ass.
On 70% shooting, first time that's ever happened.
I cannot
Jay,
wait for Kuhn's
And
can't
that's
miss
an
today.
average day.
I know.
Like that's
It
not.
was
It's
like-
not like it's like whoa. He does this every game.
He's a monster.
All right. All right, boys. Tag you're at 9 to noon is
Go
next.
Admirals.
Josh, great job as always. Thanks for listening, and we will see you tomorrow.